Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
All right. My name is Tim Regan, and I'm the Executive Director of Foodworks here at the Maryland Food Bank. I'm excited to welcome you all to my favorite event, one of my favorite days at the Food Bank, the graduation of our Foodworks class. This is our 38th graduating class. For these graduates, this day is truly special. It's a rite of passage, a celebration of all their hard work that went into their training here at Foodworks. This class started with us in January, and the students have worked through our new hybrid online on-site training model from start to finish. In the past 12 weeks, these graduates have learned a variety of culinary techniques, gained valuable information on knife skills, food costs, nutrition, menu planning, and they've been certified as food safety experts, all while working 3 days per week here in our Foodworks kitchen and 2 days per week online, Zooming in from home. So they've also learned about how to do online remote training. And they work closely with Chef Mo, who we can see here on the screen, who's remote today, and Chef Christina, who's in the back, to learn new tools like Zoom. Everybody knows Zoom now, right? And more importantly, Ruby.com, which they've all been given a license to for the next year. It's a great online culinary training tool. So they've worked hard on improving their digital literacy, on their job readiness, and at a variety of life skills, also with Rebecca and Darcy, who I'll introduce shortly. So the online lessons, are continuing even today, when our executive chef, Mo Jordan, who's joining us now online, she's home in quarantine with a family member recovering from COVID. So welcome, Chef Mo. Class 38, you've earned the right to wear those chef whites proudly, and you're prepared to lead a long, successful career in the food industry. And we want to stay connected to you and to your success, and to help you as you progress from job to job and higher hourly wage to higher hourly wage to, making the big bucks. Then we're going to ask you to donate back to the food bank. That's how that works. As you prepare to get started in your own career, I've no doubt that you're going to make all of us here at Foodworks, all your Foodworks mentors, very, very proud. So I'd encourage you to figure out ways to help those with less than you, and to establish yourself as a leader, not only within your community, but in the movement to end hunger. So thank you, and congratulations. So what's also exciting about today's event is that the legacy that began here with Class 38 will continue with the next group of Foodworks students, Class 39, who will begin their work with us during the first week of April. So we're excited to get Class 39 in here. Also, I wanted to announce that in April, we're going to launch our first remote class that will be running in another kitchen in downtown Baltimore City at the UA House at Fayette. We have a new partnership with the American Heart Association, and we're going to have our first Foodworks class there starting in the second half of April. We're really excited to start this new effort, and I'm going to look forward to many graduations at the UA House. So we're excited to get started there. So I want to have our guest speaker come up. We're pleased to have today Carmen Del Grecho, who is president and CEO of the Maryland Food Bank. Carmen has been with us. He joined in 2016 after a very distinguished career in what I call the money banking industry at M&T Bank and in other previous bank organizations. So in these last 4 going on 5 years, he's really led us through a return to a position of financial and operational strength through the development of a new strategic plan, one we're actually refreshing after 3 years now, a major reorganization of the food bank and Foodworks, the creation of a new set of organizational values, and then just for the last 12 months to top it off, our ongoing really incredible response to the COVID-19 pandemic. So Carmen would like to share a few words with our class 38 graduates. So please join me in welcoming Carmen.
Take this off. Keep forgetting about that. All right. Good afternoon. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate the opportunity to say a few words here today. And thanks for those of you who are streaming online for joining what Tim usually calls one of the 4 best days of the year at the food bank, our Foodworks graduations, and I couldn't agree more. So I just want to start off by saying right off the bat, congratulations to our class of 38 students who dealt with the new world of learning, right? Between what Tim talked about in terms of this hybrid of in-class, online, digital literacy is a word that probably a year ago most people didn't talk about. Now we talk about it pretty much every day. Learning technical skills like you learn, doing that in a remote environment is not easy. And I think the fact that you've navigated through that so successfully says a lot about your commitment and dedication to this work. And again, just adds to the accomplishments of your class. So congratulations to the class of 38. I mean, COVID clearly remains top of mind for everyone, and the food bank has been no exception. We've been thrown into the fire, frankly, to provide support for far too many people who've lost jobs and loved ones and are facing food insecurity for the first time. And I'm not going to spend any time to really get into statistics, only other than to say that we've doubled the amount of distribution that we have done, normally do over the last year. And I think that's just an indication of the need that's out there. And quite frankly, we expect that need to that will continue for months and probably years to come as the economy absorbs some of the people who've been negatively affected. But what I want to focus on here is that, believe it or not, there was a time pre-COVID when things looked a little differently. And we weren't in crisis response mode, but we're actually executing against, Tim referred to our strategic plan, executing against a longer term strategy that was focused on ending hunger for good for more Marylanders. And so while we're extremely proud of the work we've done over the last 40 years distributing food, what we really want to do is work harder to find ways to end hunger, addressing root causes so people don't have to become reliant on food banks or struggle to put food on the table for their families. And that's where Foodworks comes in. In this program, providing technical and life skills that we know will increase the odds of success for our graduates. We're helping them address other barriers that will potentially add to their chances of success. We're going to provide an opportunity for them to embark on a career and provide for themselves and their families. A critical component for our future work is to help those interested in the culinary field, but may not know where to begin, and to provide skills as well as access to careers in this field. It's something we've been doing for the last 10 plus years, and we're going to be looking to do more of that, even more of that over the next 10. What I've seen in my time here is that each class carves out their own path. They develop their own personality, and I'm sure this one was no different. I'm sure chefs Mo and Christina could tell stories about the things they experienced on your journey. And unfortunately for me, because of COVID and having fewer gatherings and social distancing, I personally have not had the opportunity to interact with the class as much as I would like. But I did have a chance to spend a few minutes with them earlier this week, and I know that they've developed the technical skills to be successful. But from what I observed during meetings, they're all demonstrating the other qualities, the soft skills that will ultimately differentiate you in your career. The knife skills and food safety knowledge that you've gained are really table stakes. Everyone you're going to interact with in your industry is going to have some portion of that. But ultimately, what's going to differentiate you from others and what will make you even more valued team member will be your attitude, your energy, your commitment, your agility, all the things that you displayed in the short time that we spent together earlier this week, but throughout this program altogether. I saw positive attitudes, folks who did not let the challenge of COVID learning, hybrid learning, beat you down. At the same time, you were kind enough to share valuable feedback and constructive criticism about how we can do better for the next class. I felt a certain excitement about completing the program and how much everybody's really looking forward to times ahead. Your commitment speaks for itself. We know that not everybody makes it through this program. Whether it's in even in normal circumstances, this program is hard enough to navigate. Long hours, transportation challenges, personality conflicts, all of which you've had to overcome to get to this point. And that's going to help you as you progress in your careers. Tim tells a story, and I hope I'm not stealing his thunder, but several classes ago, we had an employer who reached out to us, and the employer said, "I'd like to hire an entire class." And Tim said, "Well, tell me a little bit of why you want an entire class." And what the employer didn't say is because they have great knife skills, or they understand the mother sauces, or they're great food safety handling. This person said was, they can change the culture of my kitchen. Their attitude, their approach to doing the work they do is what he's looking for in building the kitchen that he was trying to build. And again, those are differentiating traits that our employers are looking for. And hopefully you've gained through this experience. And I think I've seen that certainly in my time here. So congratulations again on embarking on this journey to develop skills in a field that you're passionate about and committed to starting a career in. Today's graduation is certainly a significant milestone, but really it's just one of the first steps on this journey. Now it's taking what you've learned, combining it with those intangible, those soft skills we talked about that will help you go far in your career. Don't lose sight of those. Continue to hone those skills like you would your technical skills. There are no doubt there's going to be difficult times in your career. There's going to be setbacks, but look at each one of those as a learning opportunity and just keep putting one step forward. Same thing you did for the last 12 or 13 weeks in this program. And know that when you're struggling, that you're not alone. You can lean on your fellow classmates here. You can lean on the relationships you developed during the last 12 or 13 weeks in the program. You can lean on Chef Mo, Chef Christina. Just because you graduate doesn't mean they're not still here to help coach or advise you. Lean on Darcy, lean on Rebecca to help you continue to face these obstacles. Being a Foodworks graduate means you always have a place to turn for help. So please use it. Thank you for your hard work, your commitment, your diligence. Thank you for helping us make this program look good. I wish you the best of luck in your careers. We're excited to see and hear how far you go. Please stay in touch, and congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you, Carmen. Can we give him one more round of applause? That was great. So now I have the privilege to introduce our executive chef and director of culinary arts, Mo Jordan, who over the last 12 weeks has spent lots of hours working with our graduates, preparing them for their future careers in food service. Chef Mo has been with us since November 2019, which seems like a decade ago. And she's done an incredible job shaping our program during the last 12 months of the pandemic. So I'm going to turn it over to you now, Chef Mo.
Well, thank you. Welcome, class 38. I was filled with emotion when you all walked in. I remember the very first day that you guys came in, and seeing you all at graduation right now is such a pleasure. I'm going to share with everyone what the last 12 weeks have looked like for the Foodworks program, as well as our graduates. Seth, would you get the presentation started? So thank you again. So welcome, class 38 graduates, as well as guests. Next slide, please. As we embark on our journey, the students, not only, as Tim has spoke about, has done the online training program, but they also come into classes on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays to complete their lab work. And today was an emulsification day. The students learn about permanent, temporary emulsification. So that was a day where permanent emulsifications were going down in the kitchen. So they were making mayo. Next slide, please. This journey began about 12 weeks ago. Next slide, please. Professional culinary training. Foodworks challenges students in a professional commercial kitchen and in the classroom. And this was Alicia who was preparing roasted tomatoes. Next slide, please. And we had an opportunity to have a guest chef come in and show us about the chemical leavening agents as well as how to produce cupcakes. And that was Michael Platt from Good Morning America. So we thank Michael and we learned a lot from that particular demo. Next slide, please. Foodworks has helped me grow tremendously. I have been a cook for years, but coming here, I am learning to be a chef. And this is from Charisma Hampton. So in weeks 1 through 4, during the first month, students learn the basics, starting with sanitation and thermometer calibration. They also hone in on their knife skills. They develop commercial equipment knowledge, as well as begin to understand how herbs and spices build different flavor profiles. The Foodworks program has helped me grow and understand that I have leadership skills. It has increased my confidence in the kitchen and communicating with people in general. Alicia Harris. And this was one of another of our guest chef presentations where the students pretty much learned how to prepare a full dish, and they learned how to create a velouté, or they reinforced velouté, something that they were taught with Chef Christina. Next slide, please. Weeks 5 through 8, armed with their new tricks of the trade, students spend the next 4 weeks exploring fresh fruits and vegetables, crafting mother sauces, fabricating meats, poultry, and seafood. And weeks 9 through 12, students spend the final 4 weeks furthering their competence with proteins, learning the science of baking, as well as crafting desserts. Perseverance, dedication, and passion. On this particular slide, though, the cupcakes were from our Michael Platt demonstration, as well as you see Alicia and Deb in the back working on a recipe that they learned through ruby.com. Foodworks has helped me grow by being like a mother. It is not just making us into chefs, it is making us better people, mentally, physically, and resourcefully. This program has created so many opportunities for us. DeAndre Dixon. Now here is one of the projects that is Chef C's signature. This is a salmon no-koi salad. And we also have Colleen, who was working on her knife skills as well. Next slide. My advice for the next class is to take it all in, be appreciative, do the work. And if you want to be here, do the work that comes with it. Be respectful and learn that it isn't always going to go your way. You just have to roll with the punches. Alicia Carter. Complete candidates. Throughout the program, students also learn front of the house management techniques, financial responsibility, and become Serve Safe Manager certified. And we also had another chef demo with one of the other chefs as well. Perfectly paired. When combined with their culinary proficiencies, the skills Foodworks students learn during the program make them workforce ready and highly desirable to the hospitality industry the day they graduate. And now I will bring up our guest speaker for today, our student speaker, Alicia Carter. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, class 38 and others. I just want to say, Mama, we made it. We came, we cooked, and we conquered, baby. This has totally been an amazing experience. Coming into this course, some of us thought we knew a lot about cooking, but turned out that we did not know as much as we thought we did. Thanks to chef and class training and Ruby online training, we all know a little more about the culinary industry. Training in the Maryland Food Bank and being in the kitchen atmosphere reminded us every day why and who we all do it for. And I appreciate everyone involved who made our dreams a reality. I would like to thank our staff, Tim for popping in and out of our guest chef demos, Darcy and Rebecca working behind the scenes to make sure every student had the information they needed from resources to resumes. Chef Mo blessing us with our presence from time to time and stepping in to teach us a quick knife skill or flavor test. And lastly but not least, Chef C. Chef C is an amazing teacher, very hands-on, and she cares for us all in her own way. She pushed us to be always the best version of ourselves. Chef was like a mother to us. Very bossy, a lot of support, and a little bit of sweet. Overall, we are a family, and that is what made the course emotional, informative, and fun. And honestly, that is what most of us needed. Learning to trust the process is what Chef C would say. One of my favorite quotes is, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. And Foodworks has done just that. It has not been an easy journey, but it has been a memorable one. The people who joined this class in January is not the same people I see sitting in front of me today or staring back at me in the mirror. We have come a long way, everyone, and I'm very proud of each and every one of us. From Michaela, down south accent, correcting temperature laws and all on my back. Colleen's Miss Sizzling Meats, sassy, but I know this and I got you all attitude. Bro, Miss Negative Nancy, happy and helpful to do not know which music playlist we're gonna get today in the kitchen. Ali, smart and assertive knowledge and motherly love. Erica, always on the go, willing to help anyone out and get the job done. Charisma, talks, and jokes to having you bawling like a baby. Deb, smiles, hugs, and support. Tanaya, the quiet one, very calm and sweet. And DeAndre, who is our only man in the class, who keep us together, and he got his sisters. I truly appreciate every one of you, and we all brought something unique to the class and made it work as a collective. We are a team, and from January to March, we only have gotten stronger. I know we all will prosper in our culinary dreams and goals, and I cannot wait to see you all on the other side. To class 38, congratulations to you all and to more life, growth, wealth, and prosperity. Hey!
One more round for Alicia and Mo. That was awesome. So before we move on to the next part of the program, I want to take a moment to introduce other members of the Foodworks team. So in the back, Darcy Sullivan is our workforce development manager. So Darcy, has worked with the students from before they joined the program, got them in here to join the program right up to graduation today. And she's going to be working with them closely post-graduation to get them placed in jobs. So she helps with job readiness skills, and most importantly, finding that first job and maybe your second job, maybe your third job. So I wanted to recognize Darcy. The second member of the team I'd like to introduce is Rebecca Johnson, also in the back. So Rebecca is our case manager in Foodworks, and so she's been helping students really work on any specific barriers they've had to completing their training here, and also with employment. We hope that you guys stay connected to Rebecca. You know what a great resource she is as you get going in your careers. Lastly, a key member who certainly highlighted in Alicia's comments is chef trainer Christina Waner, who's also in the back. So Chef C is responsible for leading the class through all the coursework in the kitchen and in the classroom, helping them, after hours, online, in all kinds of ways. And I think you heard from Alicia just how important she's been to their success. I want to announce that Chef C is actually going to be the chef trainer at our new site at the UA House. So congratulations are in order. I know she's going to stay connected to this class as you get started in your career. So we're excited to have her over at the UA House, and hopefully we'll have somebody fill those shoes here in Halethorpe. So now I want to turn the podium over to Darcy and Rebecca, who've prepared a resource booklet for our graduates. I'd like them to come up and talk about that. And then Chef Christina is going to come up after them. So Darcy and Rebecca.
Hello, hi everyone. So class 38 has worked incredibly hard in our career development life skills classes. They've prepared a number of documents and resources for themselves and have worked really hard to pass all of their tests and certification exams. So we have put together a folder for you to have all of your hard work in one place. And I just want to say I'm so proud of all of you. I think you've done an amazing job. I know life skills isn't always like the most fun and exciting class to be in, and you all have really just shown your true colors and how hard working you are. Sorry, I'm not talking to the microphone. How hard working you are, and how much you really care about yourselves and your career, and why you started and how you're finishing.
And I just wanted to add, I'm really proud of you guys. I think you all, you just made me so happy seeing the growth in your self-advocacy skills and your independence and your confidence. And just know that we're here rooting for you every step of the way. So congratulations.
All right, I'll just come up to hand this the podium off to Chef Christina, who's going to share some special awards for the students.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chef Christina, the culinary arts instructor here at the Maryland Food Bank for now. I have, okay, I don't know where she went, but I have hand selected each one of these awards for the students. Impact stands for our core values here at the Maryland Food Bank, and we expect for our students to follow them as well as our staff. So myself and Chef Mo took the time to kind of sit and decide who deserves what award. And my first one of the Impact Awards is Innovative. Now, this Innovative Award is for building creative solutions that challenge the status quo. And I'm handing that off to DeAndre. But DeAndre is not the only one who demonstrates this. I'm also going to hand this to Alicia Carter. Can you guys hear me okay with my mask on? Yeah? Okay. Up next is M. M is for our mission-driven student. So mission-driven is basically being committed, compassionate, and always humble. This student has such a humble heart. She is always ready to help another student. And often when displaying certain culinary techniques, she kind of steps back a little bit. This is Michaela. Okay, then let's move on to P. Our P award stands for passionate. This is for being energized by your work and taking ownership for your actions as well as your results. I cannot state another student who is more passionate than Erica Belcher. Okay, up next, Agile. This is for being responsive and flexible amidst constantly changing landscapes. Okay, Colleen is constantly displaying this. I have one more for Agile. This is going to be Alicia Harris. Up next is Collaborative. So through diverse experiences and perspectives, you've displayed inclusion, trust, and mutual respect, which makes not only our team stronger, I often tell you guys, yeah, it's your cohort, but I'm part of it. You have not only included your classmates, but me in everything that you do, and I greatly appreciate that. That's Deb. I have one more for collaborative, and that's Tanaya. Often when you see Deb in the kitchen, you'll see Tanaya as well. Okay, I have two more awards left. Both are transparent awards. So this is basically for sharing openly, honestly, and especially when opportunities for challenges arise. Each and every one of our students, as well as our staff, have our own challenges that we have to battle each and every day. No matter what the challenge was, both Charisma and Robin made sure that they were here and that they were here for this day. So come up and grab your award. And back to Tim. I'm gonna hand the mic back over to Tim.
All right. Thank you, Chef C. One more round for everybody's awards. So now we've reached a moment you've all been waiting for, time to present each student with their graduation certificates. But before we do that, I want to briefly acknowledge one of our most important Foodworks partners, the Community College of Baltimore County, also known as CCBC. About 5 years ago, we joined with CCBC to form a unique partnership that allows us to expand the Foodworks program even further, combining our private resources with a public entity to provide career training opportunities to even more students interested in working in food service. We're grateful to CCBC for recognizing the impact a program like Foodworks has on the community and for collaborating with us to make it even better. Chef Christina will distribute the joint Maryland Food Bank CCB certificate to each graduate as I read their names. You have them there? I think they all should be set. Okay. Now for our graduates. You ready? Are you ready? Yeah. All right, class. First, Robin Anderson. Also passed her Serve Safe Manager exam. Tanaya Ballou. Also passed her Serve Safe Manager exam. Erica Belshare. Also passed her Serve Safe Manager exam. Alicia Carter. Also passed her Serve Safe Manager exam. DeAndre Dixon. Also passed the Serve Safe Manager exam. Michaela Hairston. Charisma Hampton. Alicia Harris. Also passed her Serve Safe Manager exam. Deborah Hubbard. Also passed her Serve Safe Manager exam. And lastly, Colleen Ryan. Colleen not only passed her ServSafe manager exam, she actually qualified to be a ServSafe proctor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you the 38th class of Foodworks graduates. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody. That brings us to the close of our ceremony. We may want to take some pictures right afterwards. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for streaming in. Thank you, Mo. We can't wait to get you back here next week. And thanks, everybody, again. Take care.